that's how much water is dripping out of the flapper. Every 15-20 minutes it's got to fill the tank back up that far, so that's a lot of water to be wasting. Now, could there be another reason why water could be going out and leaking out of your tank? Well, there's one more thing. Down low, below your flapper, down at the bottom, there's a gasket. You'll see there's a gasket down there, and sometimes if that's loose, you can reach in there and tighten it up. Now, there's a special tool that's needed for that. Let me, I'm going to shut the water to the toilet off right now. Okay, I'm going to flush this, get most of the water out. And let me just undo this flapper, and it only hooks on the side of two little nibs on each side of this pipe. Okay, but there's a gasket down here, and if this connection is loose, you might be able to tighten that up, and there's a special tool that goes down in there. There's 4 little notches in the pipe down here. Get a tool down there and twist it. If that's loose, you might be able to tighten that up, and that will tighten down the gasket down there. Now, usually that's not the reason why. It's usually the flapper, and this one feels tight. It's not loose, and so I'm pretty sure it's this flapper. Okay, see there? It's got 2 little ears. There's holes there, and you just take that, and there's hooks down here, and you wedge it on there, and it's simple as doing that with the new one. You know, I'll show you. Don't worry. I'm not going to go anywhere. Now, there's a chain on here that's been adjusted, and I've got to undo that chain, which is connected to the toilet handle assembly. So I've got to undo that so I can get it out. Now, sometimes that's kind of hard to pull off. You just have to kind of be careful with that, because you don't, that's the last thing you want to break. Okay? And it looks alright. I didn't break it. See? This one's got a chain on it. And then you can adjust the chain onto the hook at the end of your tank, your toilet handle, flush handle. Okay? Now, some handles are different than this, but you get the point. Okay, so I've got to get another one of these. Newsflash, you probably wanted to see that special tool, huh? That's the special tool right there. That's all it is. It's plastic, and see, it's got the little notches right there. You slip that right down into the toilet, and you take a ratchet, and with an extension end, you just put it in there and turn it, turn it, turn it, and that will tighten that up. Isn't that pretty slick? Now, not all toilets are created equal, so yours might not have this on the inside, but the particular toilet I was working on was a one-piece toilet. Now, with that one-piece toilet, of course you can't tighten up a nut on the outside or anything like that, because the tank is part of the toilet bowl, thus a one-piece toilet. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's a little sleeve here, and I had to grab that with a little screwdriver so I could pull this out. Yeah, that sleeve stays on here. And you see on the end of here, it's got this hook. And this hook is going to connect on the very end of the toilet handle. That toilet handle had a notch on it. Well, let me get you closer to that. Let's go over that a little bit. Might be kind of hard to see that, but there's a notch on the side of it here. One notch there and one notch over here. And with that initial chain one, that it gets hooked into there. But then at the very end, right here, there's a hole at the very end of this. And that is for the new chain that I have. With this hook here, I'm going to hook that over that hole rather than use the other little slot on there and adjust it and hook it up that way.